Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're taking a look at the 2010 Lagavulin Distillery only, Dustin, bottled in 2010. Dustin, this is, first thing, it comes at 52.5% ABV, and this was bottled in 2010, but it was a 1991 vintage. So the story behind this was supposed to be part of the 2007 Distillers Edition. So once it went to the first fill, PX, whatever maturation that was, they were like, nope, we can't put this in a mix. So they put in a third cask, some type of refill cask, maybe sherry, maybe bourbon. I'm not exactly sure. I tried to find it out. Information was a little bit sketchy for another 2 or 3 years. So this is either at very least 18 years old, perhaps 19-year-old Lagavulin that was supposed to be Distillers Edition, should be heavily sherried, and it has my favorite phrase in advertising: limited edition. I think it was like 6,000 bottles, 6,000 or 3,000. So I really wasn't, even as a huge Lagavulin fan, I really didn't know. I'll give you a big pour, buddy. Right. I really didn't know much about this one until I saw it up for sale. Ooh, give myself a big one too. You pick. Yeah, pour those both heavy.
Yeah, you do. I think you poured the second one heavier. I haven't had this one yet, so
that sounds like me. Yeah, so 2010 Lagavulin distillery exclusive, so you had to go to the distillery to buy it. Came up where I could purchase it, looked into it a little bit, man, was excited. So I pulled the trigger on this one, and I opened it up with our buddy Adam last weekend. Really a fan of it, and I couldn't wait to get it to him. I usually like to open some whiskeys. I like to wait for they open up in a while. Lagavulin, you don't always have to do that. Week or so, you're
just depends on the bottle. And I can tell you right now, Mike, you didn't need to wait. I'm picking up immediately those amazing PX casks. It's reminding me of the 200th anniversary Distillers Edition that we brought you guys not long ago. Only it's richer, it's heavier, it's oilier. I can just tell on the nose. But it's giving me that same excellent quality cask, which I've heard. I haven't bought a recent Distillers Edition, but I'm hearing the quality has not been maintained.
Yeah, so again, this was put back in the cask in 1991. Another 1991 vintage. That was a great year for Lagavulin.
You never stop being in love with that year.
Never. On every level. But this was heralded, Dustin, as a cask strength Distillers Edition, which I said, yes, please.
Yeah.
Take my money.
But like I said, I'm on the nose. I immediately get that Distillers Edition profile.
PX, yeah.
It really is there.
Yeah, just sweet, sticky PX at a cask strength level.
Yeah.
Because this is cask strength. 52.5, more aged. Again, this is at least 18 years old, probably 19. It was about 2010. 19, yeah. It was 1991, but just probably 19. But the way numbers work sometimes, it could possibly be 18. Oh, Dustin. It's why, so when Lagavulin 16 was my first love. When I had this Distillers Edition, I was like, oh, it's Lagavulin, just more sherry, which is all it is. And that's what this is, just deep sherry with that beautiful, smoky, dense, sooty Lagavulin smoke in the back.
I remember years ago, Ralphie kind of saying he preferred the Distillers Edition just because he thought it was an excellent PX sherry, just added into all the same greatness of regular Lagavulin. And
it took me a while to come around about that, but because the Romer 16 was my first love, but you're right.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to get a Lagavulin 16, 43%, I'm getting a Distillers Edition.
I will say, the regular Lagavulin, you can smell it from a mile away. This, you can only smell from like half a mile away.
That's true. They drowned it in PX to some degree.
The PX doesn't quite,
But we ain't going to be a mile away, Dustin. We're going to be right up in here with some blending.
My nose is inside it.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
Okay, so in the background, what's coming up in addition to like what you would normally think from a PX, man, there is some nice leathers and nice tobaccos in the background. Like you get with the really good Lagavulins.
Yeah, the alcohol notes are in here. Just a little stinging to the back of the nose, which is beautiful. It's exactly what you want. It's just enough to let you know it's cask strength.
This smells like a cask strength Distillers Edition.
And it does have the similar kind of toasted oak note that I get on the 16.
Yes.
I always get that little bit of nice toasted oak.
Twinge of vanilla?
Yeah.
Little ridge of vanilla?
It's all there on the back end of this. The front end is just PX. And then somewhere in the middle, there's a little bit of spiciness. Maybe it's a touch of pepper. Maybe it's something else.
I think it's that overactive cask that made it so worthy of not being put in a blend that, you get a little more spice from it.
Yeah, or maybe again, that second cask, maybe they did like a dried, some kind of like
Third cask, yes.
Third cask, super dry bourbon cask.
I looked extensively, so if anybody can help me out on what that third cask was after they took it out of the Distiller's Edition mix in 2007. What was the third cask? It said refill cask, but it didn't say sherry,
I
ex-bourbon.
wonder if it was recharred or something.
I don't think it's an old sherry cask.
Could be, yeah. Could be like a European oak or something.
If someone did the Distiller's Edition Perfect, which is a PX finish, why would you drown it out, or why would you try to mellow it out with some ex-bourbon? Why wouldn't you just go?
Well, but if it was like a recharred, then you're getting a little bit of that char note.
Right.
I don't know, because I'm getting just that little bit of spice. It's not toast. The toast is on the finish, but the middle is where I'm thinking that third cask was, and it's a little spiciness. I don't know. Could be something else.
It might be. I love to try around with things like that.
Oh
man, it's so worth it.
No, other than the sherry notes, nothing super wow on this nose, but everything goes together. It's beautifully done. But again, now the sherry, I gotta say again, that's a wow factor. The rest of it, just really well done. All the best of Lagavulin kind of stuff. Well, best of the Distillery's Edition in the 16. I'm not getting anything indicating to me this is older than a 16-year-old. We're only talking 2 years, maybe 3.
It is 18 at least. Oh, wow. That sherry explodes on your palate. Diamond Tap sherry, very reminiscent of the 21-year-old from 1991 that was bottled in 2012. Almost juicier sherry. Wow.
Definitely a juicier sherry.
Sherry's so encompassing, so well done. And then, the secondary, wow, it is just on the tongue and just fucking pulsating with that sherry. And then, always with that little tobacco note and that great smoke note.
The smoke is really the showcase here for me, Mike.
Not the sherry?
The sherry arrival is excellent. I don't get Diamond Tap. This is more red notes for me.
Okay.
Again, we're talking PX here.
Yeah. No,
so I'm getting more sticky sweetness here.
There's a lot of stickiness to it.
There is sort of umami reduction type sauce kind of thing going on here. That maybe like with a little bit of red wine going on. That gives me that again a more high end experience with that sherry. But no, for me, Mike, the mid and the finish is dominated by that beautiful smoke. This is absolutely the best of Lagavulin in terms of smoke notes. Just absolutely the best.
When I said Diamond Tap, you was like, no, it's not Diamond Tap. So you said there's a red note too. You're right. There is a redness to that note, which I guess wouldn't be straight. It's almost like Diamond Tap over raspberries, or just something like that. But man, I love that sooty smoke note on the palate. It is still lingering.
Yeah,
it is still just pulsating.
That's why the smoke is for me the showcase here, Mike. It is so rich.
And but the initial on the palate, that sherry was just...
Oh, it's awesome. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything
It's
negative.
so heavy sherry. And you're right. It is different than 21, so I misspoke earlier. But it is the same volume that 21 was.
Yeah.
Like, it is a heavy, dense sherry. You're right, with some redness to it.
But the difference is I don't think the sherry...
slapped around.
The sherry doesn't carry over into the mid-palate and the finish like that one did.
I agree.
This one, again, it lets the toasted smokiness come through. So if you're somebody who's a big Lagavulin fan, but you're more of a 12-year-old than you're a Distiller's Edition fan, there's something here for you too.
Yeah, you're right. And you're right. Again, the end is sooty, unforgiving, unrelenting smoke. This is a true long finish.
Yes, and it's a very dirty Lagavulin.
Oh,
as Lagavulin goes, this is more 2013 or something.
This is a 1991, 2010 bottling.
Okay, 10.
Long 15 years ago, man. Great cork.
No. I mean, as far as like comparing it to the 12s.
So the 12 started in, we would have to be like 02, 03.
Yeah, but I'm talking like if you're looking for a sooty version of the 12 to compare to. I think that's around the 13 was a pretty sooty one, if I'm not.
The 13, okay, yes, I'm sorry.
Release.
13, the 2013 release of Lagavulin 12 was the sootiest.
Yeah.
Lagavulin 12.
And this is kind of giving me those vibes.
It's very sooty.
Yeah.
Very sooty.
But this one has a nice toasted note that doesn't have, which comes with age. That's the beauty of age.
Oh, man.
Ooh, water's turned this into like a white powder, like sugar kind of thing going on.
I thought I knew all the great Lagavulins, man. Like I went to Whiskey Base and I sorted them by score. I went like down the list. I went like 30 deep. Mm-hmm. I missed this one. I missed this one until it came up
6,000 bottles is not a terrible run either.
No, it sounds so. So I completely missed this one, but when I was looking into it, I was like, "Oh man, this is absolutely worth it." But I was like, all other people on the auction site, I was like, no one knew really much about this bottle, and no one was going heavy on it.
It's a long time ago,
It is, and it's not like one of the ones your mind immediately jumps to when you say Lagavulin.
Yeah.
2015 face shield, 2016 25-year-old. The 2013 Jazz, 2014 face shield. There are some great Lagavulin.
Global releases always get the most attention, followed by the face shields. They tend to be the two.
Yep.
The Jazz is sort of.
Jazz is earned that reputation.
Whereas this particular, the Jazz had a nice reputation. I think they've ruined it. But anyway.
Yes.
But the distillery only releases, some of them have been pretty great, but yeah, those never quite got the same attention.
I still say the distillery only pick from 2017 was as close as I ever came to a cask strength Lagavulin 16. I was on whiskey base, clean up my collection. I was like, all right, I still have 4 of them. How many did I have? 9. The 2017 distillery team pick is an excellent whiskey. And the 18's a pretty good whiskey too. It's just not excellent.
Both of those are, I actually tried getting a couple of one of both of them. Yeah,
you had a couple of the 18s. That was a vanilla, beautiful.
Well, no, I tried to pick some up off of one of the websites, and they stopped shipping to the U.S. during whatever was going on at the time.
Those animals.
I got an email immediately back. Hey, sorry, I can't ship it to you. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding.
There's one thing you need to know about Americans. We know how to say nothing.
I was like, can you set that aside until you figure it out? I'll pay for it.
Can you ship it from your own personal address?
Yeah. How much do you need?
All right, Dustin. On the nose, water just brought up different elements. It still smells excellent. How's it taste? It's more peppery. There's almost like a paprika, like a exotic spice.
So I got more like a white powdered sugar note.
Okay.
And when I taste it, it is kind of it's starting to make me think maybe there's a toasted barrel in here. It's got that sweet vanilla toasted oak note coming through in the middle. Really nice. It's a little bit softer. It's easier. It's a little richer. It's a little more candy. Not candied, more like say pastry. Like
that vanilla note is really driving a lot of things. Driving a lot of sweetness too.
Yeah, the finish is now has kind of gone away a little bit.
It has. It's not as pungent as it initially was.
That smokiness, that dirty brining, is kind of gone here a little bit. It's cleaned up its act too much.
I agree, Dustin.
It's like, it's like the girls who marry a guy and they're like, I never want you to shave the beard. And then they're like, man, I'm going to this Tux event. I'm going to shave for the event. And they're just
think you're Thor. You think he's Thor, but there's really Pee Wee Herman underneath that.
Yeah. It's like, it didn't work for you.
I'm still Thor. I can shave this beard.
Go back and look at old videos, guys. He looks better with a beard.
Me and Keith were watching Glendronach 18 versus Macallan 18.
You were so skinny.
Keith said I look like Ichabod Crane, and I about choked laughing so hard. All right, Dustin. Whiskey score time. It's my bottle, so you can go first. And I hope you don't punish the finish with water too much, because I know it's the last thing you experienced. But give it to me.
I think I was an 89 before and after. Mm-hmm. If this was bordering on a 90, I would have probably penalized it. It's a solid 89. Mm-hmm. I would never drink this again with water.
Nope.
But it is excellent up front. It's phenomenal on the finish. The only thing I would say that it's probably keeping it from being a little higher is there's not a nice transition from mid to finish. It really just kind of keeps going.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but it could be better.
Well, I'm the Lagavulin expert, and this is all day at 91.
Holy crap.
This does everything I like from Lagavulin. Wow. It gives me tobacco notes. It gives me heavy sherry. It gives me well-aged whiskey and an unbelievable sooty, dirty, you probably shouldn't let me in your house smoke. Dustin, today I did a bunch of work around the house. Cleaned leather seats on the car. Part of it was I changed my can in there after sprayed it out, put everything in there. And my hands were filthy. And this is what that smoke reminded me of. My filthy hands are there. 91 out of 100.
Wow.
All right, so
strong score.
Anybody who has made it to this point know that I received a sample with this bottle. Like, I'm only going to drink the sample. That's insane. So I got a sample with this bottle along when I purchased it. Anybody who's made it this far in the whiskey review, I appreciate you. And the first person to comment, as far as a tag time, that says, yeah, Mike, I watched till the end. Send me my sample. I will send you this sample and I don't care where you are in the world. I'll try to make it to you. I don't guarantee delivery. I guarantee a try.
If you're outside the U.S., customs have been the hell lately.
Yes, Mike, I made it to the end of the review. Send me my sample. Is that what I said? It's just got to be close. You know what I mean. I want to know that you made it here, and this is coming your way.
If it's not slightly broken English, it's not correct.
Yeah, don't worry about any of that. I'll send it anywhere. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this Lagavulin. This 2010 distillery only. Got to go to the distillery to buy it. It's the label's kind of coming off right here. Does anyone know like the right glue to put on this? Let me know. I got glue at work. That glue's a quick dry.
Yeah, I don't know.
From boxes. I'd like to get it to stick a little bit better. But anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular whiskey.
You don't want it to bleed through and then ruin your label.
You don't want it to bleed through and ruin your label. Tell me, folks. Yeah. Can't use wood glue on this. Gotta use something else. All right. So anyway, what have I said? All the normal stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining all this other stuff. Wish all the best for you all. Dustin, that we had all the folks. What do we wish to all them next time?
Happy drinking.
See you then.
Epic whiskey.